I just realized I could have checked back in the light world to see whether or not the witch had that mushroom thing ready yet. Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant. Welcome back for more of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Blind. Last time, we hookshotted our way over to a section of Hyrule Field that we weren't able to get to until we had the hookshot. So I'm really excited to see what is over here as soon as you stop throwing bombs at me, because I don't like when you do that. So can you be killed before I accidentally trigger walking off of the screen? Because that would be lovely. And that no longer has a secret. And these are still rocks. You're still a rock. There's no secret over here. Oh well, not I was expecting too much else. But we weren't able to get to this section in the Dark World until we had the hookshot, which is really, really neat if you think about it, that they're still able to lock you out even though you have access to those places in the Light World. So, what the heck is that supposed to be a statue of? Yeah, if I can just use the sword beams that were really convenient to have when I killed that one enemy in the area where I started the video, that gave me a fairy, so I got my hearts back, and I have my sword beams, and I can take real good advantage of having the sword beams. So happy to have the sword beams that I'm really upset whenever I don't have them. And I'd like to make as much use out of them as possible. Also, I wasn't able to get here in the Light World. So how about we try mirroring over here? And see if there's anything fancy in that grave. Maybe? Push it? Can you push it? Can you pull it? Don't tell me this doesn't do anything, because I'll be really upset. There's gotta be something to this grave, right? You're not gonna... Is there really nothing to that grave at all? Game, you're not doing this to me. I'm not having it. There's gotta be something we can do with this grave. Don't tell me that there can't be nothing there. There is something we can do with this grave, and I'm going to find out what it is by pressing the correct button. See, this is what happens when I'm angry. I press the wrong button. How about the Poe doesn't get rid of that one heart of mine that I'm afraid of losing, so I no longer have the sword beams, and we actually try pushing the grave, because there's gotta be something fancy in that grave. I'm convinced of it. Why would there not be something fancy in this grave? There's gotta be something... Every other grave had something. This is the most difficult one to get to. You're not gonna tell me that I can't get into the grave. You are not gonna tell me this. There has to be something we can do to get in that grave. We're getting in that grave, and that's final. I guess not. It's really upsetting. Like, really, really upsetting, but what are you gonna do about it, right? So can we do anything up here in the Light World? Oh yeah, that was where this cave was we couldn't get into before. And I'm guessing this has a lot of money and stuff that we can actually use now that we are poor. And now that we have 30 bombs, I don't mind wasting all of these. So you have bombs that will never respawn again. Well, you probably will. And a piece of heart. That gives us 13. Alright. I'm finding secrets and things! I have so much fun exploring. And the sparkle... I do have to take these sparkles back. You're not going to make me go the long way again, are you? No, you're not. That's very nice of you, game. I thought you were going to trap me there, saying, no, you can't go back that way. Sorry. You gotta go all the way back around again. Hope you mind. So what else can we do in here? It seems like all of the places that had graves originally are now covered with those bushes and things. And also a fairy I'm pretty sure I don't need, but I'm gonna check anyway. Don't need them. Nice to know you're there, though! I'm thinking that those things spawn at random as opposed to in specific places like I originally thought. A lot of this game seems to be randomized, at least to a greater extent than I originally thought it was. Like enemy spawns, pot contents and such. I thought most of those were set, but it doesn't seem that way. It seems like there's a lot more of a random aspect to it than I originally thought. Why do I have the book equipped? How did that happen? That is not a thing that is allowed. So sword beams, ever so helpful. This is leading up to the sanctuary. Kind of curious to see what the sanctuary looks like in the Dark World. I wonder if it's one of those places that, because it's a holy place, isn't affected by the Dark World, but looking at it now, I start to think otherwise. I don't know why I'm trying to kill you. I guess I just don't like you. So what's this sanctuary in the Dark World? Oh, it's one of the dudes I was shooting in that archery game. Why not? So is there a super bomb? That would explain all of the dark-colored rocks, but then again, it kind of doesn't explain them either. Useful bit of information to know. It's just standard bomb. Well, you hear standard bomb, you think that you're missing a better kind of bomb. But I don't know if there would be an upgrade to a bomb. It doesn't seem reasonable. Also, that doesn't look the least bit like a freaking arrow in the ground. I don't know why I said sword. That definitely looks like a sword. I mean, why wouldn't it look like a sword? It's an arrow. Of course it looks like a sword. And of course the one that's out of formation is actually an enemy. I probably should have seen that one coming. But what could this arrow be pointing to? There's a lone flower over here. You know what I'm kind of curious about? If that thing is pointing to one flower, one indication in the ground, how do I not have the shovel? Oh, I guess the flute took up its place. I was going to try using the shovel on that flower, but I just realized that the dude took the shovel back in exchange for the flute. I didn't realize that before. So what else is there over here? I kind of don't want to miss any secrets over here because I'm in that exploratory mood again. So if you do me damage, I'm no longer being able to use the sword beams. And now I can use them again. I love how people may or may not be complaining about how often I say that. Also, that said to the cave. Did I ever go in that cave? There's a cave up here. I did go in that cave. Why am I being so stupid today? I know it's not just today. So there were those two shops. I don't remember what they were in the Light World, but you had those two shops down here. I don't remember what was down here in the Light World. I don't know why I don't remember. I mean, there are a lot of places in this game I do kind of remember. Thought you were going to be throwable. So let's try to deal with you while the other guy doesn't realize we're here and use these as jumpable ledges. I guess we couldn't have got here otherwise. And those bees are purchasable. Don't need any of that stuff. Also, the shield upgrade that we got is purchasable. That's not something I expected. I kind of figured they wouldn't just sell you a shield up. Well, I guess they kind of do. I don't know why I didn't think that, honestly. I probably should have. But 500 rupees is quite a bit of money for a shield. And considering how infrequently or how terribly I use it or don't use it, it's not as useful to me as it probably should be. Also, that was a bomb. I didn't see it. I don't know why I didn't see that bomb. I also thought you were an enemy. That's why I didn't try to pick you up. So I guess that's what's down there. I didn't miss a shop or something down there, did I? It looks like I did. Is there something else down there? Because I thought I saw everything that was down here. I didn't see a way to go down any further. Right? Is that it? It is it, isn't it? Nothing else over here? Also, car horn outside. That's lovely. I love hearing car horns while recording. Doesn't look like there's a way to get there, even if there is something. So, I think I'm just going to pass on it for the time being. If it leads to something else, I'll be disappointed. At least until I get there, in which case I'll be kind of happy I was able to go back. But we're finally seeing new enemies, and you, I can't see the front sprite of. And you're dead now, so it doesn't really matter, except I'm sure I'll be able to see more of you in the near future, because chances are there are tons more of you invading the place. And that looks like the fortune teller's house. I guess. Why not? Smithy shop. Well, chances are I was going to check there out anyway. So that was probably a waste of my money. But kind of neat to know that he's there. Even in the Dark World, he doesn't look that different than he did in the Light World either. And is this place called anything different? Skeleton, Forest, and Village of Outcasts. I guess that's downstairs. Also, this looks like one of those fancy walled-off places that usually indicates something fancy in the Light World, which isn't actually true. So I guess we're going back. So, Village of Outcasts. Curious to see what's down here, but then again, this is Dungeon 4. So how much time do I want to spend down here? If I'm going to wind up having to explore it again anyway. Good question. I guess we'll explore until I don't feel like exploring anymore, and I do feel like exploring. People without rupees are not welcome here. Maybe I should have more money before I explore here, because I don't have very many rupees. You're a house, you have a chest, are you trapped or something? Would the game pull that on me? I guess I have money now. Also, Mario's face again. Even in the Dark World, the man is respected. I mean, you have to respect that. I don't know why I said respect twice. So let's hammer our way in there. I don't know why they would force you to have the hammer at this point if you need the hookshot to get here anyway. And you're a shop again. I don't know why I say again. You're the same shop as the one in the Light World, aren't you? You're at least a similar one. Can I kill you before you come in to get me? Yes, I can. Maybe. Yes, I can. So what else is there around here? There's definitely a reason why it said people without... Oh boy. Wow, this place is actually destroyed. That's sad. This one is too. Also, can I interact with you in any way? You're a chicken. I don't know how to react to this. So you got this thing. I'm guessing this is the entrance to the dungeon, right? Definitely. So I'm thinking it's going to be something like, pay me tons and tons and tons of money in order for me to open up the dungeon for you. And a rupee game? Not really in the mood. Maybe next time. And it turns out that all of them had heart containers in them. Wouldn't surprise me. Also, oh, you're a thief. I guess even the thieves have to have some kind of incarnation in the Dark World, but I think I'll save exploring this place for next time. Or should I say, for when we get to the next dungeon, Dungeon 4. Also, I want to break all of those bushes open that I didn't notice were there until after I left the screen. Because it'll bother me if I don't. However much it bothers you that I took the time to destroy all 4 of them to find absolutely nothing, it would have bothered me much more if I didn't destroy them. So, for whatever that's worth. Anything over here? There's a Poe and a chicken. And we're going to be heading into the Forest of Skeletons, aren't we? Cliffhanger? Do I want a cliffhang? Do I want a cliffhang? What do I do? Next time? Next time. I hate ending videos. Why do I have to do this?